Parents can foster their child's independence by intentionally pausing after a small mishap, giving the little one space to notice and handle it on their own, which builds lasting confidence and emotional strength. Have you ever felt that quiet pull in your heart when your toddler drops a toy and looks right at you, waiting for your move? It's those everyday moments that tug at us as parents, isn't it? Like when your little one is trying to stack blocks during playtime and the tower topples over, scattering pieces across the floor. Your first instinct is to lean in, gather them up, and rebuild it swiftly, all while murmuring that it's no big deal. We do it out of love, to shield them from that flicker of disappointment. But in that rush to smooth things over, we might be missing a gentle way to help them grow stronger inside. You're not wrong for wanting to protect them. It's what makes you such a devoted mom or dad. And the good news is, there's a simple shift, inspired by thoughtful parenting approaches, that can turn these instances into opportunities for your child to discover their own abilities, without any harshness or distance. Let's explore this through a few key parenting insights that can reshape how we respond in those fleeting seconds. The first insight is about creating room for awareness. Imagine it's morning, and your young child is getting dressed for the day. They tug at their shirt, but it gets twisted, arms stuck in the wrong spots. Instead of stepping in right away to straighten it out, you take a soft breath and hold back for just a moment. Why do children sometimes freeze in these situations? Often it's because they've grown used to our quick fixes, which unintentionally signals that challenges are too big for them alone. By pausing gently, you allow them to feel the mild tangle of frustration, then wiggle through it themselves. In doing so, your child learns that they're capable of untangling small knots in life, building an inner trust that says, "I can figure this out." This isn't about leaving them stranded, it's about letting their natural curiosity spark into action, fostering a deeper emotional security. Moving to the second insight, embracing discomfort as a teacher. Picture bedtime routine, where your toddler is attempting to put on their pajamas, but the buttons slip through tiny fingers, leading to a small sigh or pout. Our hearts ache seeing that, don't they? We worry it's the start of a bigger upset. Kids react this way because their young minds are still learning to navigate those bumpy feelings. It's all new territory. If we respond by calmly observing without immediate intervention, perhaps offering a quiet nod of encouragement after a brief wait, we show them that it's okay to sit with a little unease. Your child absorbs this, realizing that not every hiccup needs an instant rescue, which plants seeds of patience within them. Emotionally, they start to understand that feelings like mild annoyance are temporary and manageable, strengthening their ability to bounce back in family moments that matter. The third insight centers on modeling quiet confidence. Think about playtime with siblings. Your child grabs a toy too eagerly and it slips from their grasp, rolling under the couch. The room goes still for a beat. Children might hesitate here because they've mirrored our hurried energy in the past, associating mishaps with adult takeover. But if you stay composed, maybe softly acknowledging the situation without moving to retrieve it, you invite them to reach or problem solve on their own. This different response teaches them that calm adults mean safe spaces to try. What your child learns emotionally is profound. They internalize that independence feels supported, not scary, weaving threads of self-assurance into their growing relationship with you and their sibling. Now, the fourth insight is nurturing initiative through subtle guidance. Envision leaving the house for a park outing. Your little one is slipping on their shoes, but one heel won't cooperate, leading to a small stomp of impatience. Why this resistance? Toddlers are testing boundaries, figuring out where their power begins and ours ends. By holding a gentle pause, then perhaps asking a simple, open question like, "What might help with that shoe?" Without taking over, you empower them to persist. They discover the joy of their own success, like finally sliding it on after a wiggle or two. Emotionally, this builds a sense of accomplishment that lights up their spirit, reminding them that family transitions can be shared victories, not just parental directives. The fifth insight highlights the power of consistency in building habits. During mealtime prep, suppose your child is helping set the table and accidentally bumps a spoon off the edge, clattering to the floor. Kids often glance up expectantly because routines have taught them we'll swoop in. But responding with steady patience, waiting those few seconds before any words, encourages them to bend down and pick it up themselves. This shift shows them that everyday tasks are theirs to own, bit by bit. What they learn on an emotional level is reliability. Knowing that your consistent presence without overstepping creates a family rhythm where they feel valued for their contributions, deepening bonds over time. Shifting to the sixth insight: fostering emotional vocabulary without words. In the midst of a quiet afternoon, your toddler is building with blocks again, but this time, a piece won't fit, prompting a furrowed brow. Children express these moments physically because their words are still catching up to their feelings. If we pause thoughtfully, allowing space for them to adjust or even vocalize their huff, we help them connect actions to emotions internally. Your different approach, staying engaged yet hands-off, guides them toward self-soothing. Emotionally, they gain tools to name and navigate inner worlds, like realizing a deep breath can reset a tricky build, which enriches family interactions with more harmony and less unspoken tension. Finally, the seventh insight is about celebrating small growths. Consider a sibling play session where sharing goes awry. Your child drops a shared puzzle piece while passing it, scattering nearby ones. Why the quick look to you? It's a learned pause, waiting for direction. By responding with a warm, observant silence at first, then noting their effort if they reach for it, you reinforce positive patterns. This teaches them that growth comes from within, not just praise. Emotionally, your child feels seen and capable, cultivating a family environment where mistakes are stepping stones, strengthening sibling ties and your parental connection through shared pride. As we reflect on these insights, it's natural for doubts to surface. You might wonder, am I just ignoring my child's needs by not jumping in? Not at all. This pause is an act of attentive love, showing faith in their abilities while staying right there as their steady anchor. Or perhaps, does this make me seem too strict, like I'm withholding help? Remember, it's about balance. Your warmth during the wait reassures them that support is always near, without overshadowing their chance to shine. And if you're concerned, what if things escalate and it feels worse at first? That's okay. Initial adjustments can bring temporary waves, but with your gentle consistency, those settle into smoother waters, revealing a more resilient child emerging. In weaving these moments into your daily life, you're nurturing a relationship rooted in mutual respect and deep connection, rather than one tilted toward constant oversight. It's about guiding your little one toward a future where they approach life's spills and stumbles with quiet confidence, knowing you've equipped them with the heart to handle it. Today, try noticing one small instance, like a misplaced toy during play, and simply breathe through a brief pause, observing the magic that unfolds.